morning. Welcome to Edvancer.
चालत्या गाडीतून बाहेर डोका. अगला स्टेशन मुंबईत आपले स्वागत आहे.
Being born and brought up in Mumbai, which is the finance capital of India, finance as a career was always something which was interesting and exciting for me. Post completing my engineering from Mumbai, I went on to do my MBA from IIM Lucknow. With an inclination towards finance, I worked with investment banks like Lehman and Nomura Securities, where I became the youngest vice president in the company.
I can't really put my finger on what fascinates me about numbers and data, but don't you think if you look at life from numbers and data perspective, it starts to make sense? That's how I have always felt about that. Right after my graduation from IIT Kanpur, I took up a job as a credit risk analyst in Chennai. And there I got to experience how numbers and data play a very pivotal role in solving very serious and at times very important problems in the industry.
I worked for about 6 years in investment banking and equity research, but then it started becoming monotonous and mechanical. And at that time, I was also flooded with thoughts of doing something of my own. I was thinking, what should I do? And education was always a passion for me. So I thought, let's explore that.
And I wanted to continue that journey, and I strongly felt that I need to have some formal education in the field of statistics. I realized what I really love are two things. One is, of course, learning about new things and teaching them to people. Another is to consult and work on real business problems. And I couldn't really find a job role, where these two things come together. But that takes time commitment and whatnot, something that I wasn't really ready at that point. Another option was to start something of my own.
After doing a lot of research and talking to a lot of people, and with education being a passion for me, I realized that people in India have degrees but no real skill sets. There's a huge gap today between what universities teach and what employers actually require in the real world. And that is the gap that we wanted to bridge. The field of data and AI was just starting off in 2013. I researched it and realized that it is going to explode down the line. Data is going to be at the core of everything that we do today. And the need for data scientists is also going to explode going forward. तो तीन चीज़ें एकदम क्लियर थी. One, there's a big opportunity to upskill. Two, there is a growing industry. And three, there are no barriers to entry. It's not like the field of medical जहाँ biology आनी ही चाहिए. So this is the thesis on the basis of which Edvancer was actually started. याद है कैसे मिले थे पहले?
अरे, we had that common friend, right? Rajiv.
Rajiv, right. He introduced us.
Yeah, such a small coincidence, and somehow it's been 10 years. We started in Chembur, right? At that club. Yeah. And
we moved back to my dad's office. वो 100 square feet का छोटा कमरा था जिसमें हम तीन लोग ही बैठ के काम कर सकते थे.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I was fine. I think we stayed there for what?
2 years.
Almost 2 years before we moved to this bigger office.
Before we scaled up, and then we moved to a bigger office.
Yeah.
And now we are in a 7th-floor building.
So we were full on gearing up, creating the content, creating the website was done. We hosted everything on a functional learning management system, which in itself was a challenge back then because of us being just two people. And then we decided to hold that free seminar. I wish we knew what was coming.
I really wanted that launch to be big, right? It was our first seminar. We had just launched Edvancer, and remember we went out and booked kind of large classroom setup, auditorium.
And it's not that we were expecting that number out of the blue. I think people committed.
No, we spent money. We got about 100 people registered.
Right.
But उस time पे idea नहीं था ना कि 100 registrations मतलब 100 people will not turn up. That was a fantastic learning opportunity right at the outset. That told us that what people want is we really need to figure out what exactly they want and what percentage will actually convert. That actually taught me conversion rate. Obviously, over these last 10 years, we have seen failure and we have seen success.
Correct.
And failure at the outset really helped us. So we learned from these initial setbacks, and then we quickly moved in the right direction and rapidly scaled up both in terms of number of courses and enrollments with students from all over the world. Within 5 years, we had reached more than 5,000 plus enrollments without raising a single dollar of external funding.
Love at first sight. That's how I will describe my relationship with technology. When my parents gifted me a computer at the age of 10, I instantly fell in love with it and the world of technology it beholds. कभी-कभी कुछ चीज़ों की वजह से life throws so many curveballs at you that you even don't know how to navigate it. मुझे बचपन से सपना था ग्रेजुएशन करनी थी बीटेक इन कंप्यूटर साइंस, बट कुछ चीज़ों की वजह से वो मैं नहीं कर पाई थी. But my passion for technology never withered. When I couldn't do a graduation in the subject that mattered to me the most, I had kind of lost hope. But then things took a turn for me. I got admission into IIT Hyderabad to pursue masters in chemistry. While going with the flow, I landed a job at Byju's. It was here where curiosity led me to a new world, the world of coding. When a friend of mine told me that you didn't require any prior knowledge or education in coding to enter the industry, I became adamant.
And I think one trend that we caught on to pretty quickly was the partnerships with universities. So in 2019 itself, we started that. We partnered first with UPS for this PG program in data science, and then this fantastic partnership we started with IIT Kanpur.
Oh yeah.
That's completely changed our trajectory till now.
Correct. Bringing in IIT Kanpur, they vetted our entire curriculum, and that worked out well for us also. It kept us on toes to keep up with the brand which IIT Kanpur brings to the table, isn't it?
And that's what students actually require these days.
Yeah.
In 2018, our online business model was going great, and we decided to expand into the offline classroom model also. In a year's time, we had launched learning centers in 3 different cities, and we're planning to open up 2 or 3 more in the next 6 to 9 months. We grew actually 100% in that year, more than 100% in that year, and almost 55% of our revenue started coming in from the offline classroom model. Everything was going great at that point of time, but COVID struck. And we had to shut down our offline centers for a long period of time. We immediately shifted back to the online model, but because of the stuck investments in the offline one, we couldn't really manage to scale up the online business further. Competition had also increased significantly as everyone came to the online model, and it was becoming difficult for us to grow. At that point of time, Lalit and I sat down, we had a long discussion, and we decided that to face off against these VC funded organizations, we had to join hands with a larger strategic player.
Imagine a world where you can learn what your heart desires. A place where you can learn whatever you want whenever you want, wherever you want, and that place is GUS, Global University Systems. अब online में हमको कुछ बड़ा करना था, something which is impactful, meaningful, and relevant. And the area that we identified for us was artificial intelligence. This is one amazing technology which is going to transform the world like never before. And that is where we came in touch with Edvancer and decided to acquire Edvancer for our growth.
जॉब तो सेकेंडरी था, मुझे पहले था कि मुझे कैसे कोडिंग सीखना है। मैंने बहुत ऑनलाइन साइट्स देखे, वेबसाइट्स भी विजिट किए। While searching online, I came across Edvancer, and that one tab changed my entire world. The way Pradeep sir, Saurabh sir, and Swapna ma'am taught me the courses were so interesting. दिन रात एक करके पढ़ाई किए। जॉब से आने के बाद वो बहुत ही हेक्टिक रहता था। Even on weekends, even on holidays, I would spend my all time in studying. मैंने काफ़ी सारे इंटरव्यू दिए। हीरो फिंको मेरा 4th इंटरव्यू था। In the interview, they asked me some skill-based questions. After the interview, I became so happy. The skill-based question they have asked me, which I have learned and applied in Edvancer.
Whenever we talk about GUS, our belief has always been that it is just not an education institution, but it's a symbol of hope and empowerment. And we always believed that every learner has a right to learn, to build on their knowledge, skills, just not to ignite their careers, but their passions also.
Correct. And if you look at the programs that we have developed and the areas that we are focusing on for the learners, delivers on that vision. Now, why Edvancer? One, their belief in AI was as strong as our conviction was. It was a company that was entrepreneurial, that was technology-led, and had these two nerdy people at the helm of affairs. इनको देख के ऐसा लगता था कि they will be able to do something substantial, something very different from what the world has seen so far. And that is why we bought into Edvancer.
From very first day, we knew, me and Adarsh both, that we did not want to be just another class. We have plenty of those in India already. And what we wanted to do was to make sure that it's an experience for our students. It's interactive. And to this date, I think we have stayed true to our commitment of being real, rare, and relevant. As we scale up in these exciting times, we are catering to more and more students as we grow. But we still want to deliver personalized content to each one of them. I cannot be everywhere. For that, I have created my own AI version, which can be anywhere, everywhere, 24/7.
Decision making will introduce you to basic statistical concepts that form the bedrock of understanding data.
The acquisition worked out very well for Edvancer, and being a part of GUS helped it get access to the resources and a network, which led to a growth of 3x within just 12 months of the acquisition.
The kind of brands that we have, like KPMG, IBM, IIT Kanpur, are the brands which can get that learning outcomes for the students, right?
Absolutely.
And if you look at some of the programs that we've done, right, where we merged technology and management together with KPMG, and with KPMG in the classroom teaching and delivering it, is a brilliant outcome that the student can get from the program. Our model has always been to acquire, develop, and grow. And with Edvancer, this is continuing to be a dream run, a beautiful story, जिसका chapter अभी शुरू हुआ है. And we are very excited of what the future holds for us. AI, Edvancer, and GUS, a fabulous partnership. We have partnered with many offline institutes to provide the managed services. UPS, Pearl Academy are some of the institutes that we partnered with. There are many more. We wanted to take education to places where offline institutes can't go. We want to ensure that quality education is available for everyone and everywhere.
1.5 million engineers and 8.5 million graduates come out of our colleges every year. But only 10% are employable.
जो आप थ्योरी पढ़ते हो वर्सेस जो आपको काम करना होता है वो बहुत डिफरेंट होता है और प्रैक्टिकल स्किल्स पे कोई भी फोकस नहीं करता है और आई थिंक यही एक बहुत बड़ा गैप एग्जिस्ट करता है हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में.
Just imagine when you went to your primary, high school and college, you always paid admissions fee, semester fee, examination fee. Here, students don't pay any upfront fee. They pay us only when they complete the program and they get a job under pay after placement.